Good morning, friends. We're continuing Sefer Chofetz Chaim, Klal Ches, Halacha Yud and Yud Aleph. I want to take the opportunity to invite all of you to our Tisha B'Av program. We have amazing material this year, new information, a presentation that will change your life. You don't want to miss it. You don't want, because don't say you're going to wait for next Tisha B'Av. There's not going to be a next Tisha B'Av. Hopefully there won't be this Tisha B'Av. But if there is, make sure you're in Kehilas Teferes Mordechai, 530 Peninsula Boulevard. Halacha Yud, V'atu Navar Lefnei Mi also Asapen Lashon Hara. Now we're going to explain before whom are you not allowed to speak Lashon Hara. Da, De'ein Shum Chilik B'Isra Asir Beinu Asar La'anashim Achirim Kroiva V'Rechoika V'Lishta. It doesn't matter if you're telling Lashon Hara to your relatives, to your people you don't know, even to your wife. So you say, if I'm not allowed to tell Lashon Hara to my wife, what should I talk to her about? Just smile at her. You should smile, widen your mouth, show her your white teeth, and she could smile back at you, and you could look at each other. But if you have Lashon Hara to say, can it? Unless you need to tell her for a benefit that she'll have in the future. Let's say she's giving credit to bad people. That's going to be very difficult for her ever to get the money back. Let's say she has a store and she's selling merchandise to some people and they're buying on credit, and you know they'll never pay back, so you have to tell her, don't sell to Pliny Almoini unless he pays you up front. Likewise, if you have a business partner, one partner should tell the other, no, we can't get into a partnership with Pliny Almoini. Nothing good will come from it. If, in your opinion, these people are not trustworthy, they made an announcement, let the students of Rabbi Meir not be allowed to enter him. They're argumentative. Let's say you yourself don't know firsthand their bad nature, but you have hearsay information about somebody. You are allowed to tell your partner, or you could tell your wife, listen, I don't think you should give this person on credit. She says, why? Well, I don't think they're trustworthy. She'll say, how do you know? You say, look, I don't know firsthand. I heard from other people. Don't believe it, but still we need to be chayshish for it and don't give these people on credit. So here's a situation where hearsay information could be repeated as long as you make it clear to the other person that you don't know this information firsthand. You're allowed to tell her what you heard about them, to warn her about the future, even though you're not allowed to believe it definitively what you heard about them, but you're allowed to be concerned. In such a situation where you're warning her about something because of information you have that you heard from hearsay, you have to be careful to tell her in a way that it's clear that you're not makabel it straight out and you don't believe it and you don't know it firsthand. This is what I heard about Pliny. Therefore you should be careful. Don't give them on credit. Otherwise, there's no difference. Meaning, the Isra of Lashon Hara applies to your wife. You say, but you have to have open communication. No, communication is overrated. Let me rephrase that. Open communication is overrated. You can't. There's no difference between telling Lashon Hara to your wife and somebody else. Many people make a mistake. They tell their wife everything that happened to them in the shul. I came to shul this morning. First of all, the guy next to me, he stepped on my toe. Then the guy on my left hand was making strange noises during davening. Then the chazan was reading the davening in Chinese. Then the Rav, he said a drasha. I'm not sure if that was a drasha or a Japanese version of a bad joke. And you can't. How was the morning? It was unbelievable. It was amazing. If you tell your wife what happened in the shul, besides Isra Lashon Hara, it's because machlokes. Number one, kihi bevadei titar sinavatara barzem ploini. She's not going to like the fact that Pliny stepped on your toe. She's going to be upset with Esha's Pliny, so you're just causing a machlekes. Or with Pliny's cousins. And she's going to write you on to fight back with Pliny. And here's the worst of them all. When you tell her that Pliny stepped on your toe, she's going to say, she stepped on your toe because you're a klutz yourself. You always keep you put your foot in the row. I told you this so many times. Keep your feet to yourself. She's going to embarrass you. You're just causing yourself trouble. She's going to mock you. It's for your own shalom bayis. You say you need open communication for shalom bayis? No, you need closed communication for shalom bayis. Al tarba sicha im ha'isha, it says in Perkei Avos. Ha'isha is your wife. Now, what could you talk to her about? But you could talk to her about cows. You're allowed to talk to her about cows. You could tell her if you saw cows on the way to the Beis Medrash. You could talk to her about the weather, the humidity level. What is it? 77%, 78%. What the temperature is outside, what it's going to be tomorrow. You could talk to her about anything, just not what happened in the Beis Medrash. Alkein hashomer nafsha yishmar es atzmei ma'od. Somebody who wants to guard their soul should guard themselves very much. Shaloi legalois leishtoi me'inyanim ke'elu, not to reveal to their wife about such things. Okay, Siv Katan Yud Aleph. V'gam en chiluk b'yisurai. There's no difference in the Isser beinim hasipra hayel fnei anoshim she'enam kroivav shala'ish u'masapra alav. There's no difference if you tell people who are not related to the person you're speaking about, or to the relatives of those who you're speaking about. Even to tell a father about a brother, gam kein lashon hara gemura here. You may be familiar, there's a story about Yosef, and Yosef told the father about the brothers, and the Torah labels that Vayave Yosef as diba samra al avim. The Torah calls it Lashon Harah. He should have reprimanded them. Even if the intention is a brother tells a father, so the father should reprimand the other brother. The brother should have first tried to reprimand him himself, and not immediately disparage the brother, unless he estimates his rebuke won't help. Then it's permitted. By the way, look in the Ber Mayim Chaim. The proof is Mimasha Kosev Vayave Yosef Ziva Samra Alavim. The Kavanas Yosef was L'Toyeles. Nevertheless, the Medrash says Yosef was punished Mida Kenegen Mida. So the Chofetz Chaim writes in a footnote on the Ber Mayim Chaim. Maybe you could say it's not a proof. Maybe Yosef was punished because maybe he made a mistake and they never did anything wrong in the first place. Says the Chofetz Chaim, you're right. It's not an outright proof, but the halacha still is true. Whether you like my proof or not, it's still true that a brother cannot speak Lashon Hara about a brother if he has the opportunity to reprimand him himself. And even though the Chofetz Chaim brings a raya from Yosef, in the footnote he says maybe you'll say it's not a raya, and the Chofetz Chaim says you're right, maybe it's not a raya, but the halacha is still true. Anyway, Rabbi say have a great day. So we did Shabbos. Sunday is Tisha B'Av. But I'm not going to do a triple header right now. We'll see if we could do one more later for today. We'll see. Okay, we're going to hold it here for now. Have a beautiful Shabbos. And we have Shiurim today at 10:55. Amazing material. Pesachenu Megadim on Devarim, on Eicha, and more. Have a good day.